Judge, I can buy a bond. This is all about money.
It's been weeks since the YSL raid happened, and rappers Young Thug and Gunna have been stuck behind bars. Young Thug's situation got worse when a judge denied him bond on Thursday, June 2nd. Although Young Thug made the audience laugh with his little bathroom stunt at his bond hearing, the judge wasn't very pleased, and he denied him bond.
May I use the restroom? It's not funny.
To be fair, that wasn't exactly why his bond was denied. Keep watching till the end of this video to see the real reason why Young Thug's bond was denied. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. The bond hearing. On Thursday, June 2nd, 2022, rapper Young Thug had a bond hearing in Atlanta after he was arrested and charged with crimes relating to his role in YSL as the gang leader. Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, offered a bond package to the authorities during the bond hearing. As he argued for Thug's bond/home confinement, Steele promised a 24-hour electronic and in-person monitoring by a team of off-duty police officers hired by a firm, police dog searches, full video surveillance, and that all visitors would be searched before entry, including women who a female police officer will search. Young Thug's legal team pleaded that he be released on bond as he was being treated unfairly in prison. His team initially applied for bond in May, and on May 23rd they were denied. However, Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, demanded an emergency bond due to the alleged inhumane conditions that Young Thug was experiencing in jail. At the trial on Thursday, Young Thug was denied bond as Judge Ural Glanville said in an announcement there has been significant proffers about Mr. Williams being a danger to the community. In particular, the state's proffer that they have taken proffers from other gang members, people who are in this particular indictment and others who are not in this indictment, that he is the leader of the gang, he is dangerous, and if he crosses them, he'll kill them or their families. Another reason why Thug's bond was denied was due to the strong case wedged on him by his prosecutors, who quoted lyrics to his songs at the hearing. They quoted lyrics from songs like So Much Fun and Just How It Is when they argued that Thug shouldn't be released on bond. The lyrics that were read from the songs were, "Ask the cops, ask the detectives, they know all the business. Ask the cops, ask the detectives, all the jurisdictions. Ask the kids at school who ambition all the missions. Gave the lawyer close to $2 million, he handle all the killings." Thug prosecutors argued that the lyrics were based on real-life situations, and he was once again accused of being the head and founder of YSL, Young Slime Life. His prosecutors described him as the most dangerous man in the gang.
This criminal street gang pre-existed the label record.
Although he denied Young Thug's bond on Thursday, Glanville also shared that he could reconsider his decision on bond should Young Thug's attorneys file additional motions. However, given that such a situation would be the third time Thug's legal team would apply for a bond, there are chances that it may not be granted. At the bond hearing on Thursday, a couple of people intervened on behalf of Young Thug, seeking that the court allow him to be released on bond. Machine Gun Kelly and record executive 300 Entertainment co-founder Kevin Liles were some of those people who participated in the hearing via video call. Prosecutors present proffers to the court. One of the main reasons why Young Thug's bond was denied on Thursday was because of the proffers the prosecuting party handed to the court against Thug. When Judge Ural Glanville passed his decision, he stated that there were witnesses who Young Thug could intimidate or, even worse, kill should he be released. To make the decision for his bond even more intense, the prosecutor, Don Geary, told the court, "We have taken proffers from fellow gang members from Mr. Williams." He continued, "Some are on this indictment, some are not. They have stated formally that Mr. Williams is dangerous, they are afraid of him, and that if they cross him, he will kill them and their family. And they were very clear about that." In its definition, an informal proffer allows the individual to give some bits of information so that law enforcement authorities can decide whether they want to offer formal cooperation. In all, this means that Young Thug has been snitched on. and the prosecutors now have more incriminating evidence against him. So if he were to be released and he found those who snitched on him, he could get so dangerous and daring that he could kill the snitches or their families. Young Thug's trial date. Now that Young Thug has been denied bond several times, fans of the rapper have been pushed to ask the next question: when will he go to trial? During the hearing on Thursday, the judge mentioned an expected trial date of January 9th, 2023. While he has given Young Thug and his legal team a shot at another bond hearing, it doesn't seem likely that Thug will be released even at that time. 7 whole months for Young Thug doesn't seem like a very good option, and his lawyers claim they would do anything to get him out, even if it forces them to stay on the case. On Thursday, the bond hearing began with prosecutors arguing that Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, should be removed from the case due to an alleged conflict of interest. As a response, Brian Steele gave a little emotional speech where he said, "I have been with Mr. Williams countless days, weeks, months, and hours. I know his entire life. You want to talk about the representation of a client? That is the bond of an attorney-client relationship." After some moments of deliberation, Brian Steele was permitted to proceed as Young Thug's attorney in the case. What's really happening to Young Thug in prison? Life in prison hasn't been very fair on Young Thug, and that is why his legal team keeps applying for bond even after he was denied a couple of weeks ago. On May 13th, 2022, Young Thug's lawyer filed an emergency motion to get him out on bond. Steele filed the motion on the ground that Thug was being held in inhumane and unreasonable conditions. In a bid to describe just how inconvenient it was for Thug to be locked up, Steele told the judge that Young Thug was being kept in isolation and in a windowless room. He was given inedible food to eat. Young Thug had little to no sleep because the overhead lights in the cell were kept on even after lights were out. Although Young Thug and his legal team claim that the living conditions are poor, the jail officials see it quite differently. Cobb County Jail, where Thug is being held, invited a TV news crew inside the facility on May 17th to debunk Thug's attorney's claims and show off what they call an above-board jail. The officials also added that Thug was being held in isolation for his own safety due to his celebrity profile. Do you think Young Thug would be granted bond? And if he remains in prison until his trial, do you think it will negatively affect his career? Join the conversation and let us know in the comments section below. That's the end of today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for more content. Also, don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks.